Hello, this is Wmpyr here to talk about defense against a knife. Okay, um, so let me see. I watched a video the other day, and it was by a Filipino martial arts instructor. Really, really good instructor. He's like easily 10 times better than me, and really, really good skill. And very interesting thing that he said, right, is in the Filipino martial arts when we're talking about knife drills, one of the most commonly taught knife drills, it's a partner drill, and you're going to use a training knife. So when one person attacks you with the knife, and you're going to receive that with your forearms, and you go boom like this. So you turn your body, and you block their arm, and boom like this, with using your forearms. 1, 2, 3, 4, this kind of thing, right? So that's a very common exercise, partner drill that we do. And this instructor, he said that's fine as a drill, but when it comes to real life, that's not what I recommend, or that's not what we use. And what he showed instead was the student attacked him with a knife, and to put it simply, he parried. A parry, like in boxing, okay? And yeah, so I want to focus on that, okay? So back in 2006, when I started my YouTube channel, by 2007, I had developed the K4S system. And the K4S system today is evolved into the Wmpyr method, but the whole idea was I wanted something realistic for the street, because I was living in bad neighborhoods at the time, so I needed something that I could use every day in the places that I lived. Just going to go eat, or going to go grocery shopping, or just walking around there. It was not very safe, so I needed the system. And I also had a school at the time, a martial arts dojo. I opened a school. It was my second school, and I called it the K4S Dojo, the K4S Academy or whatever. And I had my students come in, and we tested all this stuff out, all these ideas that I had about what is realistic and what is not. You got to test it. So they helped me test it out. And one of the first things that we found out was, when, coming at you with a knife like that, so I had my students with training knives just attack me. And we also did it. I also attacked them, and then they also attacked each other. And from that, I could tell you that what came out wasn't this. It wasn't the forearm thing. What came out was, it was like a parry. And that is what came out. And so I've been saying that to you guys on YouTube, ever since like 2007, right? So this instructor, he basically saying the same thing. That's great. That's awesome. Okay. And for me, someone of that magnitude or someone of that skill level is saying pretty much the same thing that I said way back when. It helps me. I'm not saying he just discovered it, but I'm saying that gives me like confirmation that I'm on the right track, that, oh, okay, that I wasn't like way off or something. It makes me feel good, It's nice to see confirmed by someone that you respect. I don't know this person personally, but I'm just saying this person's skill level looks really high to me. That's all. And anyway, so we're on the same page as far as that goes, right? Now, the question though is, this person did not say what this was for then. He said it's fine as a drill, but for real life, he said no, right? So then what is it for? Okay. And I asked myself that question, way back when. And my answer to you guys, and I've already shared it, but I will share it to you guys again since this is like coming up again, is the forearm thing, right? Where you're going like this. So when they come at you with a stab, use your forearm like that. Okay, as a drill, that is a drill. But in real life usage, how do you use it? Well, you're jamming your forearm onto their arm. Okay, you're coming in like this. Okay, it's not I'm standing here, back here, and they're coming at me with a knife, and I'm gonna block. Like, no, I'm telling you guys, you go in. Okay, so when I see this, like the guy's reaching to take out his knife, I'm coming in with this. Okay, so it could be with this, could be with that, or it could be with both. I'm coming in, and I'm gonna block his arm with my arm, not his weapon, and he's reaching for it, so it's not out yet. That's like the best time. So he's going for it. Boom! I block it, and I grab onto that arm. Okay, so you block, and then whatever it is. Okay, this is. Let me try to grab something here. I apologize. I don't have the stick man with me right now, but let's say this is their arm. So I block their arm here into the grab. So you got to practice going from here to transition, smooth transition from a block like this to a grab. And you're going to grab ideally with both hands, okay? But if it's a block and a grab, that's good too. Or if it's only one grab, then this hand needs to be like holding onto the arm, like hugging it or whatever, but you need to secure it. And then from there, you're going to secure it even more. And that's where I go into what I call wrapping. But that's the idea. You got to jam that hand before they take the weapon out. So, or if for some reason they have the weapon and they're not moving, they're not attacking you. So at that moment, you could rush in and block. Maybe when would that happen? Well, I've seen it. I've seen it on a security cam footage video where the bad guy takes out the knife, and then the policeman sees it, and they both kind of like, of course, this happens for a split second, but they're both like, whoa, I just took out a knife. And the policeman's like, he just took out a knife. And then he grabs the hand, and then they go into a wrestling match, okay? But that's like the kind of time where you would do that, all right? So that forearm exercise would be that, to immediately jam them. And that's how I would use it in real life. And to me, that is a very, very effective, very good technique to use for a real life situation. But like I said, from there, now, from the grab, you need to secure it even more, because a grab don't last, okay? And even if it does for some reason, because like you just grab and you think you could hold on to this against someone that's, remember, on the street, bigger, stronger, and meaner, they're going to be flailing around. It's going to be very difficult to hold on just like this and have it secure. But if for some reason you are able to, that's a tug of war now, okay? And once again, a tug of war with someone that's bigger, stronger, and meaner doesn't make sense. So you need to wrap it with your whole body to where if they are going to swing you around, they're swinging around all of you, not just your arm, where you're seeing who's stronger. Now it's on, you're holding the whole thing, so they got to move your entire body, and that's going to tire them out, okay? So that would be the idea. But that's it for now. Thank you guys for viewing, and take care, folks.